Hi Reddit, throwaway for obvious reasons. I'm 30F, and my younger sister Lily is 24F. We're not close anymore, and not because of some huge fight or years of petty drama. We just don't exist in each other's lives anymore. Or more accurately, I no longer exist in hers. Not even as a footnote. Let me explain. When I was 18, I got into my dream college, a top-tier out-of-state university. It wasn't Ivy League, but it was close. I had a partial scholarship, and my plan was to double major in biology and psychology. I was obsessed with the idea of becoming a researcher, maybe even go into neuroscience one day. It felt like I was finally on track to make something big out of my life. That same week, I got the acceptance email. Our dad had a stroke, a massive one. He survived, but it left him with limited mobility and speech issues. He needed around-the-clock care, therapy meds, everything. Our mom was already working 2 jobs to keep us afloat, and now she had to manage doctor appointments and hospital paperwork too. The night before I was supposed to send in my enrollment confirmation, they both sat me down. They said, just take a semester off to help out around here, just until things stabilize. It felt like I didn't even get a moment to process what was happening. I agreed. It was supposed to be temporary. At the time, Lily was only 12. She'd just started 6th grade. She was scared, confused, and constantly crying. Mom was either at work or driving back and forth to the hospital. So I became the one who got Lily up for school, packed her lunch, helped with homework, and sat with her when she had nightmares. 1 semester off became a year. Then the university said they couldn't hold my scholarship. The deferral fees were too high, and with all the medical bills piling up, we just couldn't swing it. I ended up enrolling at a local community college instead. I commuted from home, worked 2 part-time jobs, one at a grocery store and one at a tutoring center, and handled everything that came with being the fallback adult in the house. I drove Dad to physical therapy twice a week, did Lily's science fair projects, and still tried to pass my own classes in between. I didn't hate it. I loved my family, and I kept telling myself it was just a phase, that we'd bounce back and I'd get my shot again later. I stuck around for all of Lily's big moments. I was the one in the audience at her school plays. I was the one sitting in the parking lot during her soccer practices, rain or shine. I helped her pick out her prom dress, did her makeup, and took pictures when her date arrived late. I was there when she came home crying from her first breakup and when she didn't get into her top choice school. By the time I was 21, I had a degree in general psych from the local college. Not what I dreamed of, but it was something. Around the same time, Lily started getting her own acceptance letters. One of them was from a small, expensive private university across the country. Our parents were over the moon. There was no conversation about staying close to home to help, like they did with me. No, we need you here. They told her to go, to spread her wings. I didn't protest. I helped her pack her suitcases, drove her to the airport, and hugged her goodbye like it was the proudest moment of my life. The first few years after she moved, we stayed in touch. Regular calls, long texts, FaceTimes during the holidays. She came home for Thanksgiving and Christmas the first couple of years. I sent her care packages and notes before big exams. But things changed. The texts became shorter, then less frequent, then barely at all. She stopped answering calls. Her Instagram turned into a curated highlight reel, brunch pics with her roommates, study group selfies, captions about finding her tribe and coming from nothing. No mention of the sister who helped her get through middle school, or the one who worked nights so she could focus on school. Then earlier this year, I saw a post on her birthday. A big collage with the caption, "Couldn't have made it without my real sisters," her roommates. She thanked them for raising her and believing in her when no one else did.